You cannot. Hold on. Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
No,
Spirit.
before I get them, Lord. Okay, we got it. We got it. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Alicia, girl. I love you, girl. So, hi. Welcome back to the Shine Everywhere show. Welcome back to my show. Hi, hi. Welcome back. So, we were here yesterday, and we talked to Legina. Shout out to Legina. A shout out to Legina for coming over here trying to clear things up. Okay. Now, if you don't know, I spoke with Jaguar the other day. She called me a bunch of times yesterday, but when she called me, I was at my orthodontist appointment. So I missed her calls. I felt really bad. I was like, oh, she was calling you. So I felt bad, but I missed her calls. I felt really bad. I was like, oh, that me? Ew. So I felt bad, but echo. Grace. Sorry. My phone just said, we're gonna play you too, Sean. My girl. So we discussed that I was given some information about Jaguar on the phone about insufficient bond, and she stated that Legina and Genesis had purposefully put her behind bars. Okay, that it was deliberate. It wasn't the police just so happened to other people, calling and stuff to come and get her. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. It's already over 300 y'all in here. We haven't been live 5 minutes. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Thank you. And so hit the like. So the information that Jaguar got me on the phone about insufficient bond, she was stating that they deliberately revoked her bond so that the police could come and pick her up, okay, is what Jaguar was explaining to me on the phone. And I was not aware of that. I did not know that. I had spoke to Genesis and Legina multiple times, and they never said anything like that to me. So, because again, her going to jail, that's her going to jail. Missing court, that's all Jaguar's fault. Like, it's not, no one's excusing her. or anything like that. It's the principle. It has nothing to do with, and I think people always go to the, oh, well, Jaguar put herself in jail. Did. She absolutely did. Jaguar did this, Jaguar did that. She did. She ran up in that police department. She ran up in the mayor's. That was all her. That was all her. No one influenced it. No one told her to do it. She did it all on her own. Her getting bailed out and not going to court, that was all her. Her getting evicted, that was all her. Okay? Those were her decisions. I get that. No one's excusing it. No different than when I said about the whole, the judge would have excused, or probably would have excused her, or maybe have gotten her in the court. She turned herself in and they try to get her to court. She turned herself in early in the morning and they try to get her in the court as soon as possible, type of a situation, because YouTube knows what's going on. So y'all knew, like, she could have been paid her rent or figure something out with that. She could have been moved. She still could have went to court. Regardless, she was already getting evicted, so she could have been moved her stuff out, and all of that stuff, blah, blah, blah. Right. We know that, but the judge does not. So on the 10th was when she literally, her stuff was put outside the same day she had court, and she tell the judge that they may excuse her in some way, shape, or form. If she would, that's why myself and King Payne were contacting her, like, look, you need to hit this judge up immediately, or you need to hit up the department immediately, or the courthouse immediately, and let them know the situation so that you won't be, so maybe you can be in less trouble, or they'll be a little bit more lenient on you when you get there. Hair flip. And she didn't do that. She absolutely did not. So hold on, let me, because these notifications are gonna drive me nuts. Stop sending me stuff. Like, I'm live. So but anyway, so yeah, so that's all Jaguar. No one's excusing her. No one, like, I didn't curse Legina out on, I don't curse any YouTuber out or anybody that has a disagreement or a difference of opinion with Jaguar. I don't care. Like, that's how you feel about her. That don't have nothing to do with me. I'm not gonna cuss a person out because I don't like Jaguar, Sean. All Sean gonna say is so. I don't care, and I'm sure that Jaguar wouldn't care either, but you got to tell her that don't hurt my feelings. It don't bother me that you don't like her. That I don't care. I literally don't care. I'm not about to argue with you about it. You could say the most vile, disgusting things about her, and that's going to be between you and her. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay, I'm not Jaguar's defender. I'm none of that. I'm not about to block somebody because they don't like her. I don't care. Gross. Hair flip. So yeah, so I'm not about to sit here and excuse Jaguar's behavior and her actions. Okay, so I want to get that out. So people, what I'm going to say next, people don't think that I'm defending her bad behavior or justifying Jaguar's bad behavior. I absolutely am not. That is on her. She has to deal with that and explain that to y'all. That's not for me to do. So here's where the problem comes in with Sean. Okay, Genesis and Legina. Okay, again, we spoke around that time of Jaguar getting arrested, which is on the 14th of, what was that? April or May? No. No, it was April. It was April. So April 14th, when she had got arrested, Genesis had hit me up and we had a conversation before the arrest with Jaguar, and we're going to get into that when I bring her up. She is here, she's in the building. We're going to get into that. What I didn't know is what y'all about to find out. What I didn't know. Okay, there's a lot of stuff that was not told to me. They went rogue. Legina and Genesis, they went rogue with some stuff, and that stuff put me in an awkward situation. Okay, a situation that I would have never put them in, but they put me in it. So regardless of what Legina said yesterday, Legina was partially telling the truth, but she's still on my shit list. And technically so is Genesis. I mean, because again, I just wanted transparency. Don't call me and tell me part of a story. Call me and tell me it all, or don't tell me. Just keep it. I can barely hear you, Sean. Can y'all hear me? Hold on. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me well? Hold on. Can y'all hear me well? Let me move a little closer. Maybe it's that. Can you guys hear me? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Just fine. I'm gonna bring up Genesis while we're doing this so we can get the sound together with her up here too. Welcome to the show, Genesis. Can you guys hear me? I'll put my mic a little closer.
Hello.
Y'all saying
It is kind of low, but
it's kind of low. What? Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you better now. Yeah,
Is it low still? It should.
no, it's better now.
Oh, okay. Turn up the volume on. Okay, yep, you're good. Okay, y'all saying I'm good. Okay, because I want to make sure that y'all can hear because that would suck. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. So Genesis, welcome to the show.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going. So how are you?
I'm fantastic. Maintaining.
All righty. Shout out to you. So with this whole situation of you and okay, in this situation with you and Jaguar, okay, you and Jaguar were friends. You came onto my show after Jaguar came live and came after you. You came over, so we already did that, y'all. So if y'all want to go watch that interview that I did with Genesis, Jaguar said a lot of selected things about her, and it wasn't cool. So I definitely let Genesis come speak for herself and just like, you know, like you don't gotta worry about it here. You feel like you're voiceless, let me give you a voice. Here you go, boom. So we did that. Jaguar knew that I was doing it because I'm not fake. I like to let everybody know that I'm dealing with what's going on. So a blind side could feel like you're lying when you're really not. You're just not telling the person. So, you know how people look at it that way, like, I didn't lie to you, I just didn't tell you. This is kind of like what the situation is. It's like, it's not that she necessarily lied to me, she just didn't tell me. So, and again, we got to get to the bottom of that part. So the principle, so that people can see where I come in on this, because again, I had nothing to do with it. But let's start. So you and Jaguar, after that, there was still beef with y'all after you did the interview with me. There was still a problem, I should say. She still had a problem with you. You were pretty much 86ing her, cutting off the relationship with Jaguar. But she wasn't done with you. She kept going a little bit, and then she kind of, got arrested. So you called me, what was it, the morning of or the night before Jaguar got arrested, and you told me that Jaguar was calling Legina and threatening to call CPS on you, correct?
Yes, that was the night before.
Okay, so we talked on the phone, and you were telling me like, okay, well, I'm gonna call the police, stuff like that, which you have every right. I'm like, yeah, somebody's threatening you or your children or getting, people removed in your home for no reason. You have every right. I mean, I'm a father, so I'm not going to be against that at all. And I did say that. I'm just like, okay, do your thing.
And she had called several times throughout the week, and then finally, what happened is that on the 14th that morning, she wasn't calling me. She was actually calling Gina. Then she was calling Shaka. Then she'd call Lazine. Then she'd go back to Shaka. Then she'd go back. And she was just having a ring around the rosy of people that she's calling. Finally, she called me, and that was on that morning that she got arrested. She called me on the 14th at, I think it was 11 o'clock in the morning.
And while she was calling you throughout the week, what was she saying to you?
Basically, she was trying to convince Shaka and Azine that they need to leave my house because there's some person, a bunch of different people emailing her saying that they're going to call CPS on them because they're staying on this house because they used to be in carbonation and around some about the kids or something like that. Just some made up bullshit.
So when did you decide to call? You got me playing another device. It's fine. It's going to be an echo. So when did you decide to, what, enough is enough? What was the straw that broke the camel's back?
Well, she hadn't been talking to me, Shaka and them, what I'm saying? They were laughing it off, what I'm saying? They'd stay on the phone. She'd be on the phone for like an hour or an hour and a half, just basically repeating you guys really need trying to convince them, because I guess she was mad that Legina had decided to stay here. And so, I guess she was trying to get them to leave from over here. Like, y'all need to get y'all own place and get away from her. It's toxic, whatever, making up all these things, right? Because Legina had came here. So now all of a sudden, before this, she was not calling them saying all that. But before Legina came over here, she was not calling them with this urgency of you need to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? She was coming over and recording music. Now all of a sudden, Legina decided that she didn't want to go to Shreveport. She's calling every night, like almost like a thing. Well, I need to break that whole thing up. You think, like almost feeling like I did something to her. So finally, that morning on the 14th, she calls me and she's like, I don't like how you played this. And I'm saying, how I played what?
And this is Jaguar.
Yeah, you inserted yourself into stuff that you didn't have anything business doing, and this, that, the other. And then when you went and helped Legina or whatever, when you told everybody that it was you that helped that got Legina to set the other, you weren't supposed to tell nobody that. And when you help somebody, you're not supposed to let everybody know. And then she quoted a Bible verse, and then she went on to tell me that you know what, you're gonna die and you're gonna have a heart attack. You about to this, that, the other. Just wishing death and on me, and CPS is going to come and take your children and you're going to lose everything. Just basically spewing a bunch of hatred towards me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like thinking to myself, I put my whole house up, put your name as bond. You know what I'm saying? I was a witness on your bond. You know what I'm saying? When you came into town and you needed somewhere to drop off your mother, I was that place to drop your mother and Sam off. I was the one who was helping you this whole time. It's bad enough you already sent out a message saying that we ain't friends. I'm like, well, why are you dropping your mother over my house? The whole thing just accumulated into a whole thing where I was, you know what? Fuck this. I need to take my name up off this bond. Now, all the way up until this point, the bail bonds had told us, listen, you cannot take your name off the bond.
Okay.
Because
now, hold on, before we get there. Now here's where my misconception or the confusion came in with me, because how Jag was putting it, she was putting it on the phone that y'all revoked the bail. That is how y'all got her arrested, but it wasn't that. The only way that it was the other way around. The only way to get your name off the bail to revoke it is if she was arrested. Not
right.
Got her arrested. Okay. So
that's the reason why she got arrested. I made sure she got arrested because I'm like, get my name off of here. You're not gonna threaten me and keep calling my house. And then after she got off the phone with me, she got on the phone with the Zines for another hour. And that whole time she was on the phone with his name for an hour, I was calling the bail bondsman, finding out she had a warrant. I finally found out she had a warrant, because up until then she didn't have no warrant. So I found out she had a warrant, and I said, okay, well, we need to figure something out, because she's out of town, and I don't want to be responsible for her being. First of all, it's actually disrespectful. You didn't go to court. So on top of you not going to court on time, you leave in town. You know what I'm saying? It's bad enough you got arrested while you were on bond. So at any time of those times, when she got arrested, that bond would have been called, and Gina would have been responsible for $1,500. And if she's out of town, guess whose house they about to come to looking for her? If she goes out of town and she got a warrant for her arrest, you know what I'm saying? That means that the bond now becomes payable. I'm not trying to wait till she get pulled over or arrested any other way. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that we are in control of what happens, so that we can say, okay, take us off. We don't owe the courts anything, because she don't have no disregard into what we put our name on the line for.
Yeah, but no. So let me cut you right there. So no, everything that you just said is completely valid. I don't have any argument with anything that you're saying. Nothing. Like you said, my name is on the bond, and whatnot. You leaving, you doing this and that, blah, blah, blah. You disrespecting me. On top of that, blah, blah, blah. Cool.
And they could have called the bond when she went to the mental hospital. She got arrested while on bond. If she wouldn't have went to the mental hospital and went to jail, then we would have been liable for that.
Agreed. But okay. With all of that you just said, it's valid, but that's not what you communicated, especially to me. That's not what was being communicated. How you made it seem is if she just got arrested. Everybody was calling on her, and you basically, when you hit me up, you made it seem as if it was the YouTuber King World. You was like, well, King World and them got her arrested. Was the narrative that you pushed to me. but it wasn't King World that got her arrested. It was you. And you knew that you got her arrested, but you didn't tell me. And you know, Jaguar and the KW, they don't get along. We all know that. That's no secret. So me being cool with you, you talking to him without letting me know that you were talking to him because you said that you didn't like him when we spoke. And I told you that I didn't want nothing to do with that. I don't have a problem with him. I don't deal with him, is what I said. Like, he got his sector, where he be at, and I'll be where I be at. But I don't have a problem with him. You said that you didn't like him. So, and I never said anything. I'm whatever. I didn't talk no ish about him. I didn't say nothing negative about him. I moved on to the next part of the subject. Because when you don't have a problem, when you're not being messy, you just move right along. So that's what I don't know him to have a problem with him. You said that you did. So I mean, that's fine, whatever.
Basically, no. What was happening is that I was following the whole morning when they were tracking her down. Okay, so when they what happened is that I when I found out that they knew where she was, I asked King World where she was, and I told the police.
But you didn't tell me none of that. So that's what I'm saying. You got me looking like an op because you talking to I know Jag loathes him. So with Jag loathing,
that's not true because Jag was on his panel the day before, the same day.
The what?
That's not. And she actually said she wanted to apologize to him and all kind of stuff. So she didn't loathe him.
Publicly, she blamed stuff on him that wasn't true. All type of stuff. We all know it's so.
That was her being attention. She was doing all that for her attention. She ain't got no problem. She ain't got no problem with King World because she jumped right on this panel the day, like a couple days before that. I think it was the day before that.
Got nothing to do with me. I'm just
and they wasn't arguing.
How I operate when I deal with somebody. Like, I'm not about to deal with somebody. If me and you cool, I'm not about to literally start dealing. If I already don't deal with them, I'm not going to start dealing with them. Like, that's just not. I don't do that.
Well, so like I said,
my things, but
I knew they had the address, and so I did what I had to do to get the address to get her arrested.
And that's fine that he had the address, and you contacted him to get said information because you said that's the only reason you dealt with him at all. I was just using him to get Jag's information, location, correct?
Yeah.
You said, because I want to make sure, I want to put words into your mouth.
I contacted him to get that information. Yes.
Oh, okay.
And in other cases, you know, hey, I've been on his panel to clear things up, which always becomes a disaster because they always are saying I'm doing this and I'm doing that, whatever. But I'm not friends with King World. I'm not friends with the Cool. I'm not friends with any of them.
Well, no, I'm just saying because
the only reason why I was in for is a means to an end.
Yeah, well, I didn't make that up, and I don't want people to think that I was putting things in your head because y'all were. I didn't have nothing to do with that. I let y'all rock. I didn't say nothing. I let it be just that. So I just wanted to clear that up. There wasn't no Sean Davy Way was behind the scenes trying to cause any confusion with you and King. Where I wasn't doing none of that. I let y'all rock. I had nothing to do with that. Correct.
Correct. I never said that you did.
And Sean also did not know that you got that information to send the police where Jag was from him either, correct?
Yeah, correct. But that's all public knowledge.
That's what making me look messy though. It make it look like, oh, well, Sean and it makes all. No, I'm not. Like, I had no idea none of that.
I don't know why who's saying that because here's the thing. I even went on the governance when I actually did a reading with her, did a conversation with her, a discussion with her, and said that's what happened. So this is not something that I was hiding. I let everybody. I told everybody, okay, this is what happened. Actually, I think a couple days after it happened.
Well,
so I was very
because King Payne and I were being publicly scrutinized. They were dragging us, canceling us, calling us scam, all type of stuff, and we just dealt with it. We just weathered the storm.
I wasn't aware of that.
You that were behind the scenes doing certain things, which you're completely valid in getting Jaguar arrested. To me, there's nothing wrong with that. The problem comes in is when you don't want to own it. Is when we are publicly being scrutinized for y'all decisions that y'all are doing behind the scenes.
I never not owned it. What do you mean?
That's why I brought you on here. I just wanted you to own it.
Well, I always owned it. I've always owned it. Yeah. And here's the thing is that as far as I didn't know that you guys were under scrutiny, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't aware of y'all being under scrutiny for anything, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't feel the need to tell y'all anything.
You were sending me videos of people talking about me.
About what?
It all stemmed from Jag. They hate me because of her.
Well, no, they were mad because you were promoting Jag, knowing that that was all the family members from. But that's not the same thing as me getting her arrested in the world news thing. No.
Same thing. same difference. Supporting her, doing this, it's the same thing.
Well,
Being
no,
friends
because
with her,
what
being
they
cool.
felt, how it was, some of the family members felt like that all this attention is what is getting her to like spiral out of control, and that the different content created, like you and King, by keeping her in the spotlight is what's making that's
Did you
what
say
the
family?
well, people that close to her, yeah, that was close to her in the past and stuff like that.
Okay, because I'm confused because her family never said a word about
Well,
that.
it was a close friend of hers that was close to her at one point.
So it was a friend, not a family.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. There we go. Let's specify because I was gonna say I spoke to them. They never said that. They
It felt
always
like that's part of the problem, is that her getting all this attention is really what made her spiral out of control and to mental whatever that she's going through. But like that's all that was coming from, because that person was also doing interviews as well. Like, so, and you could probably see the interviews where they said that. But at no point did I not take responsibility for my part in the whole thing, because I
You
really,
will not publicly.
I feel I did what I did, and I said, it is what it is.
Well, behind the scenes, I feel like you were taking accountability, not publicly. I don't feel that's right, and you have every right to, because again, she was doing the things that she was doing to you. She was coming at you left. You did hella favors for her, and whatnot. You really looked out for her. So that's what I'm saying. You had every right to do that. The problem comes in is just not wanting to own it, because a lot of people
I'm not a YouTuber. It ain't like I got a platform and I could just get on every day. I'm not, and then I didn't want to seem like I'm jumping, bouncing from platform to platform.
You could have came over here, girl.
Right, but here's the thing: every time I get on stage, everybody say I'm platform bouncing. I'm doing this. I'm like, dude, I'm not a clout chasing all this stuff. It's like, dude. So I was like trying to like not be trying to be. Oh, I'm a clout chaser. Yeah, I did this. So let me be a clout chaser. And let me do that. I'm not trying to be a part of any of that. So I was trying to like lay low off of the whole thing.
Well, how you laying low if your name keep coming up?
Well, right. If now I gotta come up, Candyman.
Mm-hmm.
I appear.
Keep coming up because you keep talking.
Well, no, it's not, because people keep bringing me up. People keep talking about me and like, okay, well, let me clear this up. What do y'all mean? What are you saying? People are lying on me about a whole lot of shit. So I have to come up and say, no, that's not what's up. This is what happened. Candyman.
So
Genesis.
I'm saying that. Scared of Candyman, girl. I'm scared of Candyman still. And it's a mirror here. So
I'm Genesis. I'm just like Candyman. So, I got bumblebees and shit coming out my mouth and everything.
So you on the day of him going back and forth, or Jaguar and King going back and forth, King World going back and forth, a lot of people allegedly called the police on Jaguar that day, but she didn't get arrested. Did you call the police the day Jaguar got arrested?
Yes.
Okay. Did the police, was she not arrested before your call, or was it after you called she got arrested?
After I called. So
then that means that you're the call, right? Because you call with specific information so that you knew what to say to make them go and get her.
Well, it was what was said was that, we're on her bond. We're trying to get our name removed off of the bond. She has a warrant. We need her to be picked up so we can remove our name off this bond.
So that's exactly why the police picked her up. So that's why I want people to know that. Like, so that's what I'm saying. I'm not lying when I say that you and Legina put her in jail. Like y'all did.
Well, I was the one who made the call. Legina wasn't aware that I was making that call. I just asked her for the bail bond information and find out, well, did she have a warrant? She was giving me the information as far as like, first I was trying to see if we could just remove our name off the bond. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't.
It's for her to get arrested. So y'all got her arrested so that y'all could remove your name off the bond.
Exactly.
And that is why they went and picked her up, because you called with that specific information about being the one that bonded her out or on her bond, and you needed her picked up so you could remove your name from it.
Exactly. And that's why when I contacted King World was to get the exact hotel that she was in so they can come get her, arrest her, and we could take our name up off the bond.
Correct.
Because I'm not going to risk her being down there, get arrested, and then now the bond becomes a thing. Or she never gets arrested, and then warrant comes up, and now you got a bounty hunter or the police or anybody. Because I'm not sure if they got the same thing in Dallas. They have a thing called warrant roundup here. So every month, there's a couple months, they come and round up people that have warrants. So there's like police that come to your house, like Gestapo, and be kicking at your door about you got a warrant. I'm not doing that in Texas. This ain't like no other place. I never even heard of warrant roundup till I came down here.
Right. So no, that's what I'm saying. So, but what you did, I don't feel like I will feel fake saying that you're wrong for what you didn't know. How Jag was treating you, the things that you had did for her, and the things that she was going around saying about you. Again, you had every right. I just say just keep it real. Like you have stand on. That's all I'm saying. Stand on that y'all did it. Oh well, she shouldn't have came at me how she came at me, blah blah blah. I did her.
But I did call King Payne and told him that. I told King Payne that.
That's all
I told King Payne that.
I didn't know, and that's it.
Yeah.
That was my only issue. But other than that, that's what I said. I don't have a problem. I just feel like just tell me the whole story. Like don't tell me.
I didn't realize it had affected y'all in any kind of way. But for the main part, I didn't want to do
you was
that.
being sneaky, girl, because you could have told me that you're like, look, I sent the police over there to get her, Sean, because we had her bond out, blah blah blah. You didn't say that. You hit me up just like they got him. That is
okay.
what you did.
Well, you know what? Yeah. Okay, you're right about that. I didn't necessarily give all the information about why, what happened, what I did. I didn't do that. You're right about that.
And that's all I'm saying. So it's like I'm being blindsided because when people are just like, oh, well, y'all the reason, Sean, you and King, if y'all went King Payne, if you and King Payne went blah, blah, blah.
So you're saying I should have told you that way people couldn't have came at y'all. Okay.
Yes.
I didn't understand that. Okay.
Scrutinize and all of that about this stuff. And it's like,
and no, you could have said, no, Genesis did that. It wasn't us, right? Because you didn't know who did it. So I should have came and told you what was up so that y'all, when they was coming at y'all, you could have been like, no, it was Genesis. Okay. My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that I probably should have did that.
That's all I was saying. And I was saying, like, it's not a problem what you did. Like, I'm not mad at what you did. Like, I'm not about to cuss you out because you sent Jaguar to jail. That is her fault. Like, y'all falling out and all of that. She did that. Like, she got to deal with that with you. Like, they ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not about to answer it. I'm not about to speak for Jaguar. I'm not about to fight for her with this. She needs to do it. Y'all had a friendship. Y'all was cool with each other. Y'all know.
No. She said she was never my friend. Remember, I don't see how I could be your friend. How could you ever think that I was your friend? How could you ever think? All dramatic at 3:00 in the morning. If you don't take your ass to bed and pack up your clothes, you're about to get evicted tomorrow. How you? If she wouldn't have been doing that live, packing up instead, then she probably wouldn't have been in the situation she would have been. She would have got her shit out that morning, and it wouldn't have been so dramatic. Mm-hmm. I think she purposely waited for them to evict so she could try to get some money up or something. I don't know. To me, it doesn't make any sense when you knew that you had to. But that's another story.
So you said
you knew that you were getting evicted because when I brought her mom to that house that day, the night before, there was a letter on the door.
And
what do you mean?
Left with you, right?
Huh?
Legina left with you after that.
Yeah. Well, I think she saw that letter on the door and was like, you know what? It's time for me to go. Because that letter was sitting right on that door as soon as I pulled up to drop them off. Big old yellow letter. Evicted.
You think that as a power move? Is you like taking Legina?
No, Legina decided that why would it be a power move to have another extra person in the house that's not bringing any money in? That's not a power move. That's a liability.
Who, Legina?
No, I'm saying if a person's not if you bringing an extra person into the house that doesn't have any income or anything, it's a liability. It's not a power. It's not anything power behind that. She actually asked me for help. Like, I don't want to move to Shreveport. You know what I'm saying? She didn't like Shreveport. She's like, it's like an old people town that people, when they settle down, move to. It's not a place that you want to just like a person my age wants to be.
Yeah. So you said moving in a nothing ass bitch with no job is not a come up.
I don't mean like a nothing ass bitch. No, I'm saying like, I mean, come on now. She got a job now, but at the moment, no. How that's still not a come up. Like you that's actually a lot. Like it's more people that depend on you. They ain't got nothing going. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna a benefit to me. So I'm helping that person get on their feet. But it's not like, oh, I'm gonna take your power from you, because really being Jaguar wasn't really, we was falling out, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't until after Gina moved in that night that she got online, started talking shit. That whole thing went down.
Mhm.
Up until then, we had a strained relationship, but it wasn't as bad as it got once Legina moved in.
Yeah. So to vindicate Legina, because Legina was very upset about the people that have been hitting her up about this, like we were when we were getting hit up. But she knew nothing of this, is what she's saying.
No, she didn't know. She just knew that I was like, I'm about to call. We need to get our name out for this. She didn't know until after I got her arrested that it wasn't that. I said, well, listen, I called the police, and then she's like, okay, well. Then I said, well, call the bondsman and get our name taken off the damn thing. And she's like, okay, because she didn't know. She was in her room. I just got the information from her to do it. What's the number to the bondsman? Okay, what city is she in? She's in Bossier. Okay, what hotel is she in? I put the things together, 2 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
And told her afterwards.
So you tricked her?
No, I didn't trick her because she knew that she was trying.
No, she is a little
no, she was trying to get. Listen,
because I said that Legina. I think that you don't realize that it's somebody else doing. Because the information you asked her for, you knew, and you were intending on getting that bail revoked. Legina just didn't know that.
It wasn't, the bail wasn't revoked. We couldn't revoke the bail until after she got the warrant that got arrested.
But you wouldn't have been able to figure that out if the Legina didn't give you that information that you requested.
Well, right. I let her know that I need to. But I sent her a text message saying, "Listen, she needs to go. She needs to get arrested."
Legina is a little piece of slow, so she.
But I sent her a message saying she need to go. Give me the information. That's enough, and that's it. That's what I meant by that.
So Legina knew that the information that you were getting from the bail bondsman was to put Jaguar in jail. No, she didn't.
I mean, what else the reason should it be? What
if you don't know how the situation necessarily works, if you're not thinking in that manner, and I think
she knew that Jag needed to be arrested to get her name off the thing. She knew that. She's the one who told me
after you had her call.
But she's the one who told me that that's what the bail bond said, because we were both trying to get our name off it the whole time. When she started talking about my dead child's father and I killed my child's father, I was like trying to get it off of there that next day, and they wouldn't let us do it. They was like, no, you can't do, because it was Monday. She said that shit on Sunday. I called, okay, Legina. I woke up Monday, like, okay, we need to get this shit done. And they were like, you cannot remove your name off the bond unless the person gets arrested. You have to keep it on there. You can't take your address off of there. You can't change nothing. And they need to have a warrant to be arrested.
So again, Legina did not know that you were planning on getting Jaguar arrested with set information.
She didn't know that part. She didn't know that. But she did know that. Yeah.
Okay. That's all. That's all. Because this is what I'm saying. Nothing. You didn't do anything wrong per se, besides just didn't fully communicate to the people that you were dealing with what you were doing. That's all. But Jaguar going to jail and you putting her in jail, I don't have nothing to say against that. I mean,
it worked out for Legina too, because she ain't got to pay $1,500.
You proud of that?
Hey.
Oh my God! So
you don't talk shit when somebody got your name on you're bonded to someone's house and they doing all this shit for you. Get the fuck out of here.
I am not arguing with that.
You don't get to call me threatening CPS doing it. Okay, bitch. Then well, guess what? Guess who's going? Instead of you calling CPS, guess what's gonna happen?
I cannot.
I'm gonna take my name off this shit. You got a warrant. I'm gonna let them know where you at. That's it. And I don't. People get mad at me. But okay, whatever. But I bet you that maybe she won't do that no more. And make sure make sure you go to court next time. Go to court, dude.
And that's all I'm saying. You are completely in your right, and don't nobody get to take that from you. And if somebody gonna argue with you about it, it's gonna be Jaguar. That's why I say I would not have been mad at you. I wouldn't have been like, oh well, why did you? I just would have known. Is all.
You should have took your ass to court. She should have took her ass to court, because that's disrespectful. Like, first of all, don't nobody got to sign and bond you out. She could have just stayed in jail and just did her little time until the end of that time. But then she gets out of jail after she gets bonded out and goes back to them, does some other shit. So she don't have no respect for what nobody does for her.
She just said that she didn't tell that little freak Legina to bail her out.
Right.
Well, girl, you would have still been in there. You should at least be grateful. She's like, nah, because I would have. I'm like, okay.
Exactly.
I don't blame you. I'm like, okay, well.
So right. And so, what do you think she's gonna do if someone bond her out? No, she didn't appreciate the shit when she got bailed out this time.
Well, maybe she appreciated this time.
Man, fuck that.
Oh, okay.
She need to learn her lesson of when someone bonds you out, you don't fucking just go to the mayor's office and doing stupid shit. What the fuck? Let's leave town and be in the pool. Let me talk some shit to the person that bailed me out. What kind of shit is that? Let me call you and harass you.
I wouldn't talk it. I would treat you. I would have treated you like a princess.
And then miss the court date? Are you crazy? You didn't even show up to court. Like the whole thing is it's like, what? And I'm supposed to keep my name on that? No. And then let you just wander freely through eventually get arrested. No, I ain't got time for that. Deal with your shit. Take care of your shit, man.
Yeah.
Take care of your shit. You got a warrant for your arrest now. Take care of your shit.
Well, she said that she didn't tell your big ass or that backyardian, that her words, that well, I said backyardian because I don't want to say what she said about Regina. She said she didn't tell y'all to do nothing. I'm like, well, Jaguar, you can't blame her for being where you at. I'm like, because if you can't just talk to people like that, I'm like, so I just let her talk because I'm just like, yeah,
right.
You can't talk to people like that and then just expect
she can say all that shit behind bars, okay? Yeah, talk that shit behind bars. That's what you get. You know what I'm saying? That's why you in there. Because you don't even know
what the right. That's what you say. I said
proper
just
fucking shit to
like,
say.
Oh well, you in jail. That's what you get. I put you there. You shouldn't have been talking ish to me. Oh well, I do it again. I'm like, I told you, stand on it. Like you gotta hide from what? If it's her. I'm like, that's cool. Like I'm saying, because that's how you feel. Like I'm not taking your feelings.
I can listen. When she told me, I don't see why you ever thought I was your friend, and you killed your child's father, and knowing that she fucked my child's father and all kind of crazy shit like that. The whole time she was around me, she had the secret that she was fucking my child's father. Mm-hmm. What kind of? And then so really, she's got this animosity towards me. I had no idea. That's why she felt like we was never friends because she was fucking. She fucked my child's father.
In your face.
Right. And around me, acting and being cool and everything like that, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, I want you to be my program director. You know what I'm saying? But then act like, oh, you called me 100 times. You bothering me, whatever, man. Get out of here. Take your ass to jail.
That you knew she was a slut.
I found out.
She said you knew she was a slut from the 90s.
I didn't know that. I wasn't around her enough to know that. She got me mixed up with somebody else. That's another thing. She don't even got her timelines and shit right.
How do you feel about Helmet?
Whose Helmet?
The baby we lost.
She didn't have no baby. That was made up. Come on now.
Can I have condolences, please?
She didn't lose no damn baby. She never was pregnant.
It was mine.
She ain't had no damn baby.
This is sad. I can't get no condolences.
She just now happened to get pregnant while she in the mental ward and then lose it when she get out. Get out of here. Come on now. Timing is impeccable. Like, look at that. Oh, the timing of it all. Whatever.
It's not funny.
Okay.
This is my child.
Why he got a what is he from the Cowboy? What is it? The Colts?
No, it's just a helmet for special people.
Right, but what's the team on there? The
Colts,
Utah?
The Colts. Indianapolis Colts. You try. Girl, so are you and Legina good?
Yeah, we all right.
She's working and stuff, still staying with you?
Yep, she's at work right now. We're working on getting her own spot because in her own car and things like that so she can get around, just like an adult. She has to have her own space because I'm fixing to move from here. I got like a whole nother house I'm moving to. So
yeah, can Jack come visit?
Come visit where? Who? No, absolutely not. Huh?
Why?
We not cool.
I thought you don't do stuff like that.
I don't trust her. I don't know. And all that shit she said about my child's father and about my daughter and about my, your autistic daughter. And man, if you don't get the hell up out of here.
Yeah.
You disrespecting the dead, man.
So
You
when she,
lied about me being there for my child's father's death, and then just this whole bullshit ass story. Are you fucking kidding me?
yeah, that's true.
And then you're gonna call me and threaten people in my household and about to lie because she already lied on Tasha K's kid and called CPS on them. So she
But
was already
see, here's
revving
the
it
thing.
up to try to do the same thing to me.
About the churn. People care about your daughter, but don't nobody care about Shaka kids. And I'm not saying that like from me. I'm just saying like from the public. The public don't care about Shaka, his churn. I wanted to tell you that.
Why not their children? Why wouldn't you care about any children? Period.
Why would
Children.
you care about any churn? I'm just because they say that, not me.
That's
I don't
crazy.
know like that. But people they really have an issue with I'm glad that how do you feel about the backlash that you get from having Carbon Nation members, not Carbon Nation members, but Carbon Nation members around you when they have such a bad reputation?
It's. I think it's kind of nobody has ever met them though in person, right? So when you actually get to meet these people in person, you realize that a lot of what people are saying, they're only seeing things from a 2-degree angle. They're looking from on the internet, so they don't know these people face to face, right? So all the things that they're saying is only based on like a one-dimensional thing, and they don't know anything beyond just that whatever like they see projected out to them, and what other people are saying and what the rumor mill is. I got to deal with these people individually, face to face. So my perception of them is completely different than what people see. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely.
Shocking them are not bad people if you get to know them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's why you're basing it. Like, no, I actually know them. Y'all going off of rumors. Y'all don't actually know them. Y'all going off of stuff that y'all seen and heard on YouTube. But it's like that's not who they are.
Yeah, like I got to experience the stuff directly with Velvet. You know what I'm saying? I got to experience her, and everything, and she's gone. And you know what I'm saying? The people that didn't work out, they're gone. You know what I'm saying? The people that did are still here. You know what I'm saying?
Itchy Coochie Velvet.
Yeah, her and her kids was here for a second too.
Well,
yeah.
I bet they tore your house up. Is that why you're moving?
No, I'm opening up a home, like a assisted living home.
Oh,
and this house is gonna be for assisted like elderly.
Okay, can I have an application for Jaguar?
Dude, no. I don't know.
Okay. So you said that Itchy Coochie Velvet is a good person.
She's not a bad person. I think that she got a lot of growth to do. You know what I'm saying? She's a little traumatized. I think it's a lot of bad, just jumping from relationship to relationship and
she done a lot of traumatizing too to them two churn. She done a lot of traumatizing herself.
And those kids are beautiful. If you actually see those kids in person,
super cute.
That you know what? They was not that bad.
You probably didn't see them for a while because they was on the ceiling. But them churn is bad.
Not bad kids. They are not bad kids. They're annoying like all kids. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's not annoying.
And the little baby one, she don't really talk that much, but she had the most beautiful little eyes.
And neither one of them talk.
Well, no, Eliana talked. You know what I'm saying? Eliana, but the little baby, she is so cute. She got a little big old brown. That's the stuff that I like live for. Is like, okay, the kids. We put Eliana in a pageant for her first little pageant. That's the type of stuff I'd like to do. We went to a pageant. Eliana won a little prize. That's the type of thing. Huh?
She won a prize.
She won a little crown and everything. So
Did she stay on the stage?
Yeah, she was scared. It was cute. It was, little moments like that. But people don't get to see that aspect inside of people. They only get to see the parts that they don't like. You know what I'm saying? And the rumor aspect of it.
It's bad. I seen one of them churn heads spin all the way around. So you ain't gonna make me. I seen what I'm doing all the way around. I saw it. So the girl, them children is bad. Now they cute kids, but they bad. A girl. So okay. I don't like Bella. But move right along. So,
we had our moments. It was some crazy moments that happened here. It didn't have anything to do with me. You know what I'm saying? But I think there's a lot of like history between the people that's in the carbonation and stuff like that. So that history kind of like some of that stuff played out at my house. You know what I'm saying? but it didn't get too heated. It didn't, it was discussions that were had. People like were able to either resolve them or not. In that situation with Solar and Velvet, it didn't get resolved. And that's why Shaka ended up on the Street Stars, kind of bashing Solar and Velvet. You know what I'm saying? Because the way that they left was kind of fucked up. So, but
Are you sleeping with Shaka?
no, absolutely not.
Have you ever been in a relationship with Shaka?
No, absolutely not. I'm not attracted to Shaka. No.
Has he ever done anything freaky to pay the rent?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's a chef. He works at a restaurant down the street. He works most of the day. He's not even here. That's what we don't understand. That dude is at work like almost 12 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
So the only people that's really here is me, Azine, and the kids. And then he go into the studio and work on music. He's not even around us most of the time.
Pause. Why are poor kids being dragged by those? Ain't nobody dragging the kids. You can say that kids are bad. You're weird.
Those kids are not bad.
Those children is bad. I don't watch the lives of Itchy Coochie Velvet. Ain't nobody dragging the kids. Shut up, Goofy.
And you tell those kids, oh my God, that little baby girl is bad.
If you can't say kids are bad on the internet, then turn it off. Like, look, it sounds stupid. Like, kids are bad. No one's saying they're ugly. No one's calling them stupid, dumb. No, we're not over here dragging kids. They're innocent, but kids are bad. Like, hell, my churn bad. Like,
listen, hey, I know my kids, my daughter. Well, my daughter's not bad. She might be a little annoying, but she's not bad.
Right. No one's dragging kids. We don't do that. Like, we can say kids are bad. Like, you're basic.
She's like a beauty queen. So my daughter likes to. She thinks she's the queen, princess.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much what the kids was doing, being princesses.
Roof.
Huh?
How many times did you have to get Velvet kids off the roof?
Never. They was too busy putting on makeup and being cute and little princesses. That's what we kept them on. They was beauty queens and princesses and
so y'all
that type of stuff.
They pores.
Huh?
Y'all sit over there and let them clog their pores.
Clog their pores with makeup?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm. And she won about you keep calling CPS on her. CPS ain't left them churn.
Life
Ileana was born in the jungle, and that other poor baby was born in the woods somewhere. So it's just like the girl.
In the woods, in the jungle.
Yes, one was born in the woods, and the other one was born in the jungle.
Well, there's some beautiful kids.
They are.
When they left, that's the only thing I missed was the kids. Everything else, I don't miss.
You don't miss this?
No, I missed them.
You don't miss?
No, I miss the kids.
Okay. So, how do you feel about when Jag gets out and she come for your neck?
It is what it is, I don't know who she thinks I am, but I'm not a pushover by any long shot. Just because I was in my year in white when she was around.
Now you're gonna get black.
Yes, I'm in the dark years now. The dark ages. No, I'm. When you're in your year in white, you're not allowed to. You're not supposed to argue or get into it. I mean, I've had some slip ups where I couldn't help it, but now I'm not supposed to argue still. But I mean, I'm not gonna let nobody push me over either. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So if she decides she wants to come for me or whatever, it is what it is. I'm gonna try to just avoid it at all costs because I got other shit to do that's more important to argue with somebody about some bullshit. But if it gets too serious and she tries to do anything, like how she starts to put any action behind all that yapping, then there's a problem.
She pulling up. What you doing?
So she better not put. Okay.
She pull up. What you doing?
Okay, look, we'll see. Listen, I was born in New Jersey. I don't know. She might be saying she's from Philadelphia, but I was born in Orange, New Jersey. And I lived in Detroit, Michigan for like 20, how many years? 20 years?
And people get beat up in both places.
Right. Well, honey, let me tell you something. She'll be beat up in Dallas, honey. Leave me alone. It'd be a good idea for her to leave me alone.
So why do you keep falling out with like other YouTubers and stuff? You don't have to be specific,
I'll be trying to call myself defending myself, but when the person got an audience and they push a certain narrative and they get on a roll. Sometimes I think it might be troll. I'm not trolls, but like AI, because if that comment section get the saying stuff, and so I'm realizing that it's really futile. I don't know why I'm trying to get up there and defend myself about stuff because the shit doesn't even work half the time. Because I be up there, then I end up going off. Especially if I had a few drinks, I end up losing it on everybody. Then I look crazy because I can be kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You think Jaguar crazy? I could be probably equally or more crazier than she is.
2.0.
Yeah, I'm Genesis. I'm a whole different,
Yeah.
level of crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it takes me a long time to warm up.
Yeah.
My crazy doesn't like shoot out. It just it trickles and then it finally explodes. So that's what.
Have you learned?
That sounds crazy. What I'm even talking about. What am I talking about there?
Yeah. Have you found out anything about the YouTube streets, girl?
Huh?
What have you found out on your journey in these YouTube streets? What have you learned, girl?
I learned is that when you really are in the spotlight, most people that are in the spotlight is not answering all these motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see Beyonce, not saying I think I'm Beyonce, but Beyonce is not trying to defend herself by anything anybody's saying.
Ooh.
So I think I'm making a big mistake by even jumping up trying to defend myself half the time. So yeah, that's one thing I kind of figured out. People that's really up there that's doing shit, they too busy doing shit to be down here defending about what people got to say about them. Because I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I need to do is focus on doing it rather than trying to talk people out of thinking I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So this isn't a defense. This is a more so of you just coming forward for clearing up that there is some certain stuff that you didn't tell certain parties, like myself, the Fish campaign, and Legina.
Well, and in y'all case, I don't like. Okay, well, in the other content creators case, the world case, we never were cool. I'm not cool with him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. So me really jumping up there half the time is because I'm like, I'm not cool with y'all, and y'all talking shit. Y'all keep bringing up my name. So it's more of a defensive, aggressive.
When we first started talking, you didn't like him, and I said that was fine.
I'm not cool with him. I'm not cool with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not cool with him, his panel, none of the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So really, it's really about but in y'all case, I'm okay with y'all. So therefore I feel like, okay, I don't want you to feel like I did something or slighted you or anyway or lied to you or whatever.
I felt like if you, like I told you when we first started talking, I don't have a problem with you being cool and being over there and stuff like that. And I'm
not cool with that guy.
But you said then that you didn't like him, and I said that I didn't have a problem if you did. I said that was fine. So
that
I felt
like backstab to stab anybody. So
I was wondering, like, well, what did you say to him about me? Because I said that I didn't have a problem with you being with King Ronald being.
No, I didn't have anything to say about you.
Okay, because you said that he was like recording you without you knowing and stuff like that. I'm like, well, look, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah, he did record me and did a whole interview and put it out on his page. Yeah, he did do that.
But didn't you?
And recorded my Instagram, all that conversation. You can't trust him. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I can't say. Well, why would I like a person? I know that this guy's a snake. This is clearly like there's nothing that you send to him is not going to he'll think you're cool with that nigga and he will expose you. He'll call himself exposing you, even no matter how, just for content,
Girl, he gonna get you, girl.
Man, we already been going at it. I'm sorry, we already been going at it.
OMG.
Huh?
OMG. But here's the thing. Didn't you?
Somebody's calling me back to back. Hold on.
Okay, I'll just drop you quick and then you come back up. Because didn't you know that all of that beforehand? Like, weren't you contacting him after that? I don't know. I'm confused. You back? Genesis.
Sorry about that.
No, that's fine. So after some of the stuff that you have found out about him, didn't you like know that? Weren't you still like going on his panel like after that stuff though?
Not as a friend, not be cool. We were arguing. I mean, we spent 10 hours arguing with each other.
Oh, okay. So you went as a foe.
Yeah, because like they're lying about shit. They're lying and they're saying all the shit, saying I'm fucking Shaka and all kind of. No, I didn't go over there as a buddy, being a part of the team. Never. I've never gone on that panel. Every time I go on that panel, it's to defend myself because they lie. They be lying, lying about me.
He gonna get you.
Lying about my business, saying I'm scamming people, lying about saying I'm fucking Shaka, lying about everything. And then when I'm trying to explain, okay, this is what happened. So I was trying, okay, this is what this real story is. They don't want to know what the real story is. They'd rather come up with bullshit because it's more entertaining. They can speculate for 10 hours and all of that. Because I mean, his lives last for hours on end. So the only thing that you could do for 10 hours is bullshit. You can't. Once you tell the truth, it don't take that long.
Be nice. Look, don't look. You can say your expressions, but please don't like try to like flame him or anything. But you can state your experience. I'm
sorry, but I'm sorry. Well, I mean, I can't really talk that much because I'm going to end up doing that. That's how like.
You can talk without flaming him, girl.
I'm not going to be able to do that. There's nothing I can say that's going to be nice about that person. So.
When did all of this come on?
Oh, I got one thing to say nice. Thank you for giving me the address. Other than that, I ain't got nothing else nice to say.
So you used him.
Say it again.
So you used him in his beam team. That's very nice. Not very nice.
Yeah. I could be nice and I could be nasty. Some people think I'm nice. Some people think I'm nasty.
You laughing?
Right, I'm sorry. I cracked myself up. I do the Michelle voice. That was terrible,
I'm
man.
not in trouble. You in trouble. So I can laugh.
Well, I know that the comments probably eating me up. I can't see them, so.
Well, in closing statements, is there anything you'd like to say, girl? Because I have to come back and go live about something else.
Well, I just want to say what's up to everybody. You know, I hope I didn't piss everybody off, but it is. You know what? I can't be cool with everybody. You know, I think I'm misunderstood. That's all. But I got some music coming out, and also on Tribe Zulu Vision, we got Charleston White and Prince Ella Clark coming up. So it's going to be an interview with Charleston White and Prince Ella Clark. If y'all saw her on Real Life Street Stars, she's the one who thinks that men are incapable of love. Mm-hmm. So that's like, we've been working on it's a network that we have, and we're going to be doing interviews like that. And so the launch of that is going to be June 15th with Charleston White, Prince Ella Clark. They're doing like a kind of a battle. No, not a battle, but like a, War of the Worlds, men are incapable of love. She feel like men should be slaves. She don't feel like men should be in the house and stuff like that. And I somewhat agree with a lot of the things that she says. That's why I'm like that. People understood what I really believe. They wouldn't think I was dating Shaka. But anyways, and I'm not a lesbian either. But Charleston White, he somewhat agrees, but he disagrees. So y'all check it out. It's about Prince Ella Clark, Charleston White. It'll be on the ZuluVision.tv. So
shout out to Zulu Vision. Absolutely. And send Legina my love.
I will. Legina, she's a good person. She don't other than the things that are out there, other than that, when you get past that stuff, she's actually a good person at heart, once you get past that, the other stuff.
All right. Thank you so much for joining me, Genesis.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. So shout out to Genesis for joining the show. Now y'all get to feel how y'all feel. Like I said, I didn't have nothing to do with that. I feel like a lot of people was trying to put me in like this beef with like King World and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't have no beef with him. Like I just feel like he over there, I'm over here, or I'm where I'm at, he where he at. We on two different sides of the YouTube verse. Is how I feel. I don't have no beef with Genesis. Besides, like I said, just tell the truth. We don't need to lie about anything. You got Jaguar arrested. Oh well. She shouldn't have said what she said to you. She shouldn't have did those things. You're entitled to that. But don't make it look like other people did it, because she had me thinking, and Jaguar, that that King World had her arrested. It wasn't King World. It was her. So, and that's fine. Like, why are we sugarcoating things? So it's people going around that support Jaguar, that her followers, subscribers, fans, and whatnot, that are angry with myself, King Pain, and King World and whatnot for what you did. Like, no, they don't need to be mad at us. They need to be mad at you. And it's okay for them to be mad at you because you wouldn't do nothing wrong. You know, they may not agree with what you did, but I mean, it doesn't mean that you're wrong. Like, I mean, I'm not going to curse you out if you put Jaguar on, like, that's fine. But she didn't tell me that. She made me think that they did it, that the Bean team, you know, that's how she had me and King Pain thinking. You know, we had no idea that, yeah. That's why I said they had her arrested, which is fine. I mean, if that's, y'all feel like she needed to be in jail, put her in jail. Like, whatever. That's between y'all. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But yeah, like don't lie. That's all I'm saying. Don't, because it looked like, because I can't like literally say she lied because she just didn't tell us. But that can still come across as like you lying. You know, if I'm dating a woman and I don't tell her that I'm bisexual or gay, I'm still lying to her. I can't say, well, I just didn't tell you. Like, no. It don't work like that. You shouldn't have even approached me, you know, type of situation, because I don't get down like that. So, but yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to display. We will be back in like an hour or so and talk about Burnt Gap bailing out Jaguar Wright. Absolutely, we're going to get into that. So, right, it's called Lying by Omission. Absolutely. So we will go back live and we will talk about that. But now that's over. The whole Genesis Legina piece. We figured it out. Again, they called the police department and told the police department specifics about the bond. And that they were the one who bonded her out, and blah blah blah. So go arrest her so we can revoke her bond. Type of situation. So that's what that were. And again, all that she was going through a Jaguar at that moment in time, that's fine. Like, ain't nobody mad at you. Like, I mean, I'm not mad at you. I can't say, you know, ain't nobody mad at you. But I'm not mad at you, and I don't blame you. Jaguar should not have been treating them like that. And I told Jaguar, like, Jaguar, be nice. Like, this girl helping y'all, like, da, 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 da. You know, I told her that. Jaguar did not care. So whatever comes your way, you must be prepared for. If you don't care about how you're treating people. If you don't care that you dogging people out, calling people out their name, saying that you slept with their man, their baby daddy, and all of that stuff, talking about their children having autism, all of that, girl. I'm not knocking her, and you were allegedly calling her, threatening to call CPS, you know, and all of that stuff. You did call it on Tasha K. She took that as an example, like you actually did it to her, you know, and whatnot. So you will do it to me, you know. I don't see what the problem is. I don't see what I would be jumping down your throat for. I'm not about to cuss you out. If anybody gonna cuss you out, it's gonna be Jaguar. That's between y'all. She did it. Like, I mean, Jaguar, you did bring it there. It's completely understandable. So I'm not about to be like, oh, y'all wrong. I mean, it is what it is. Girl. I mean, other people may not have handled it that way, but that's how Genesis chose to handle it. Absolutely. So I love you guys. We will be back. Okay. We absolutely will. I love you. And until then, bye. pull up. Pull up. Hold up. Okay. Hold up.